Whether it's an internal combustion engine or an electric vehicle, nearly every car on the road is dependent on at least one of two metals, nickel and palladium. Nickel is a main component of EV batteries, while palladium turns toxic pollutants in car exhaust into less harmful emissions. Russia is a major producer of both.
If we're not going to be able to get to those, that's going to hurt a lot of other industries as well.
Russian metals giant Nornickel produces about 5% of the world's nickel supply and roughly 40% of its palladium. So far, neither the metals nor the company nor its president and largest shareholder, Vladimir Putin, have been sanctioned. And some experts say there may be no need.
What is happening is people are self-sanctioning Russian commodities. So they're not eager to buy, sell, ship, insure, or finance anything Russian. So in effect, things have just ground to a halt.
Ed Meir says buyers are weary of getting caught in a complicated labyrinth of new financial, logistical, and trade restrictions, and are instead seeking out alternative sources even as prices spike. Things got so wild last week that the London Metals Exchange was forced to halt nickel trading after the price surged 250% to over $100,000 a metric ton in less than 24 hours.
Fortunately for us, much of the nickel, you're right, comes from Canada for the States, but we still need a lot more nickel. Right now, we're struggling with EVs only at 5% of the global market. Imagine if you get to 50%. Where are you going to get all these minerals from? It's going to become a real issue.
Unlike the U.S.'s ban on Russian oil and gas, which can be partially offset by domestic production, there are few alternatives when it comes to nickel and palladium. Right now, there's just one operational nickel mine in the United States, in Minnesota, and one palladium mine in Montana, but neither produces enough to meet domestic demand. For now, the Biden administration has not signaled a willingness to sanction the metals. But the situation highlights the dilemma governments face of trying to punish Russia for its aggression without hurting their own customers or economies. Toni Waterman, CGTN, Austin, Texas.